So yesterday we busted AI myths from the movies. But here's what everyone asks next. If AI isn't conscious, how does it actually work? How does something learn without a brain? I'm Shane, this is Speedy Sparks, and today we're showing you how AI learns, no math degree required. Imagine you're learning to bake. You don't memorize every possible cake. You learn patterns. Wet ingredients go first, oven at 180, baking powder makes things rise. After enough recipes, you can create new ones without instructions. AI works kind of the same way, but with text, images, and data instead of recipes. It's fed millions and millions of examples and learns the patterns. ChatGPT, for example, read billions of sentences and learns something like how are usually comes before you. And that questions usually start end in question marks. Amazing. So it's not memorizing every sentence it's ever seen. It's learning the rules and patterns of the language. That's why it can write things it's never read before. Just like you can bake a cake without following a recipe word for word. Here's the wild part. We don't program AI by writing rules. We teach it by example. Traditional software traditional software is like giving exact directions. Can't talk today. If customers say hello, reply with greeting A. If customers say help, reply with option B. And you write every single rule. That's how coding works. AI is different. You show it thousands, millions of conversations and say, learn what good responses look like. It finds patterns we never explicitly programmed, and that's why AI can handle situations it's never seen before, but also why it sometimes makes weird mistakes. It's guessing based on patterns, not following the rule books. And remember the last episode where I talked about AI might call a cat a sandwich? Here's why that happens. AI only knows what it's been trained on. If you train it on millions of normal photos, but then show it something weird, like a cat wrapped in a tortilla, it pattern matches to the closest thing it's seen, a sandwich. It's like if you only ever fed it Australian animals, then someone showed it a moose. You might say that's a really weird looking kangaroo, because you match to the closest pattern that you know. It knows. Sorry. AI doesn't have common sense. It only has patterns it's been from its training data. That's why it can write beautiful poetry but fail at basic logic puzzles. Still can't talk. Poetry follows patterns, so it can do poetry. But logic requires understanding of the rules. So how do we actually train AI? To just take it down to the basics, it's not quite this simple, but we'll take it down to the basics. 1. Feed a massive amount of examples. For ChatGPT, it was billions of web pages, books, and articles. 2. Let it make predictions. Check if it's right. Here's half a sentence. Predict the next word. Wrong, adjust. Right, remember the pattern. And 3. Repeat billions of times until it gets really good at predicting patterns. I said billions, yes. It's like learning to catch a ball. You don't calculate the physics equations of where the ball will fall and how to adjust and try again. You just try, and you fail, you adjust, you try again. After enough attempts, you just know where the ball will be and you can catch it. AI does the same thing, but with words, images, and whatever else it's learning. Understanding this changes how you use AI. 3 practical takeaways. 1. AI is only as good as the training data. If it was trained on outdated information, for example, it'll give outdated answers. Always verify important facts. That's with any AI. That's very important because it can hallucinate and make things up. It's not making things up, so to speak, like a human would. It's just that was the answer for the pattern it had learnt. 2. AI doesn't understand your business like a human would. It just pattern matches. So it gives you clear examples of what you want. I'll give it clear examples of what you want, sorry. And so show, don't just tell. So give examples. That's important for AI as well. And 3, AI will confidently give you wrong answers. It's great, isn't it? Because it's just predicting what sounds right, not checking if it's true. Use it as a starting point, like a first draft, but never as the final word. Here's the exciting part. AI gets better as we give it more examples and feedback. That's why ChatGPT improves so fast. Millions of users correcting it and rating its responses. But it also gives AI inherent biases from its training data. If it learns biased examples, it gives biased answers. That's why companies now spend huge amounts of money and huge amounts of effort cleaning the training data and testing for fairness. The future AI isn't about more data, it's about better data. Quality over quantity. That's where the real breakthroughs will come. So now you know, AI learns by pattern matching millions of examples, not by understanding like humans do. It's powerful, but it's fundamentally limited by what it's seen before. Tomorrow we're getting practical. 5 AI tools every small business should try in 2025 with real ROI examples. What AI question would you like me to tackle next? Comment in the comments. I guess that's where you comment on a comment. Subscribe if you want to get daily AI reality checks that actually make sense. I hope I make sense. And remember, keep questioning, keep learning, and I'll see you at the next Speedy Spark. See you tomorrow.